Welcome, everyone. My name is Marilyn, Stampin' Up! Independent demonstrator coming to you from Spruce Grove, Alberta, Canada. I'm hopping on this morning, Wednesday, March 4th, to share some swap cards that I've received that are made with some of the samples in the March online exclusives that were introduced for everyone yesterday by Stampin' Up! Thank you, Betty, for joining me and everyone else who joins. And I will, sorry, things popping up here. I will turn the camera down and show you the PDF that I have. If you are interested in it and would like a copy, just let me know. I've given you a couple places there. Subscribe to my newsletter and I can send it off to you that way. Please and thank you. And if you're watching on YouTube and on Facebook, I'd love you to subscribe to my channels there and help me get known for sharing quick and easy cards and just building a community. We all love stamping and creating together, and I really appreciate you being here. So let me switch the camera to my desktop, and you should be able to see my PDF here. I will go through it somewhat, but I've got a stack of cards over here to my left that I will share with you some of the samples that I've received. Well, I'll share all the samples I've received, but it's only some of the samples from in here. I do have some for this and this. These are the focus points that Stampin' Up! Has put on the front, but this is a 14-page document. Some of the items are repeated in some of those pages because they're in suites or bundles or shown individually. So you can find whatever you need there. So I'll start with moving my stuff out of the way so I can show you. On the first page, we have the Garden Poetry Suite. I do not have any of these items. As demonstrators, we were allowed to order about a month ago. So you will see some of these samples, or some samples for these on social media. But as always, none of us can get everything, so just be looking. The next one is the Homemade Sweetness Suite, which I have seen a lot of samples for that. The paper is gorgeous. The dies do cut out so you can make a card, and I have some samples of that. And of course, the stamp set. There is a Ladybug Picnic embossing folder. I have that on a different card, not on one with this bundle. And then there is some checkered trim. So the first card I have is from Karina. And this is the die cut, and stamped and die cut for the jar. There is a piece that will cut a slot in here where you can put the spoon in. And she's made it into a book fold. So thank you, Karina. Then I also have one from Donna, and this one uses this die cut for folders. Now that's just a minute, that when I get to the other one, this set has a coordinating bundle that also goes with it. So that's where the folders come from. And I watched yesterday, and I did share it on one of my I think it was on Facebook. It's a video by Sarah from Stampin' Up! Looking at the projects, and she mentioned that this would be great for scrapbooking, like a pocket to put things in. But this is a new embossing folder. Hopefully you can see the detail on that. Most of their embossing folders, 3D, are coming out with such great detail. If you were to run that through two-tone paper and sand it, it would be beautiful. And that one is Lazy Daisy, is what that one's called. Thank you, Donna. And hey, Pam, thanks for joining us. Oh, and then I have one more made this way, and that is the full die cut with the topper that makes it look like, oh, well, look at that. It even pulls out. She's got a little, so that's where the die cut cuts a slot, and you can put in an insert like that. And she has the other embossing folder, the Ladybug Picnic one, on the back there. You can see little ladybugs, and it's a fold up this way card. And that is Sue that shared that one with me. Thank you, Sue. And then we have my favorite so far, Delicate Greens. So this is on page 4, and there's beautiful paper, there's stamps, dies, foil paper, dots, natural matte dots, and some ribbon there. And this one is from Lorna. So this is a die cut out of the paper. This is some of the words embossed on here. Some of the embossing, they're flat, so you could mail them quite easily. And she used the stamp just to make her own background. And it's die cut with the big pennant dies that you can get. And she's made that into a card. And you do that by not putting this edge on the plate. And then you can get all kinds of different shaped cards like that. So thank you, Lorna. This one is one that I did for the swap. Same set, only I stamped and colored with blends and then die cut. And die cut some of the greenery, the other pieces, stamped this and then cut it and put it on and used a background stamp back here. So many ways you can use that set and another words from that set as well. Then we go to Match Day, which is a sporting one. Soccer, football, interesting. Yesterday, when I watched the video from Sarah, the paper has some sheets with just numbers, so you can cut them out and put your player's number on a jersey or use it for a birthday. They have stars. They have lots of dies to cut out. And this card is from Lillian because she has lots of soccer players in her family. She got this one and she made it with the Northern Lights paper that we have. Isn't that neat? And just a strip of the paper here again. And soccer ball on the inside. Thank you, Lillian. Then we have into the bundled sets. So these are all 10%. And if you buy the bundle, you can still buy them separately as they show here. But this one is Capturing Smiles from Brenda. And she has used a stamp to create her own background, added some hearts, added a piece to the front of the camera. I understand from that one, you can build your own camera with all these different pieces. There's a film strip. These little squares fit in it. And great options there if you're a camera bug. That would be great. Or for scrapbooking. Lots of people do scrapbooking. The next one is one that's been very popular, is the Cutest Crew. And this one, I believe the dies are not available right at the moment, but they are so cute. This one is from Patty, and she has used some of the stamps to make tracks for the birds. She's done the birds and cut them out. She's used the postage stamp dies, and she's done some background stamping with just a block. Have you ever tried that? I keep forgetting about that. I do like how it turns out though. And this is a die from the set as well. So lots of possibilities with that one. Thank you, Patty. And another one from that set is by Joanne. And she has cut the little puppies out and then colored them. You can also, in the dies, you can cut them out as a strip, but you can also cut them out individually. So many options. She has done the roughing of the edges of the paper, put little puppy tracks along there, and angled it, whatever. It is so cute. Next one we have is on this page, and it is called Springtime Scenes. And when I first looked at this card, I noticed that it was using paper from the Delicate Wishes set and the die cuts, but this part is from Springtime Scenes. So it's a die that cuts out and then it'll show through whatever you put it on. So she's cut that out. Then on the inside, she's done another one and ladybugs that you can add. And the little embellishments again. And on the inside, she's created her own background. Plus, she's done another circle to kind of do the back of that one. Just reverse the colors. So lots of detail in that. So Thank you so much, Robin. So that is a bundle there. And also on that page is the Scalloped Wishes bundle. And a few years ago, we had a scallop set that was very popular. I can see this happening again. She has die cut this layer with one of the dies and then put this die over top of it. A little bit of cattail, as we called them, and a dragonfly. And I really love the wood grain paper on that one. Kathy, thank you so much. And that's from Kathy. And then don't have, like I said, they don't have some of everything, but you can see here again, if you're just interested in the bundle, you can get them here. And this is the Sweetest Day one that I said matched the filled with sweetness. So it's got all kinds of fruit. I see oranges, strawberries, watermelon, and there are the folders that I was talking about that you could use for pockets in cards or scrapbooking. This is the Delicate Wishes bundle. This is the Match Day bundle. So they're just shown in different places with different samples. Then we get into the individuals, starting on page 11. And another popular one that's been around is the Help Me Grow, the gardening one, if anybody's gardening and wants that. Rolling Waves. There is some specialty foil paper. There's some lunar luster paper, which goes well. There is a set, and I don't know where it is, that has pictures of space, moon or space, and obviously past it somewhere. But that goes well with that. The grilling, master grill. There's some shish kebab things, and if you've got somebody that loves barbecuing, the service essentials for military or like our ambulance and doctors, whatever, like great to give to them as a thank you. And individual ones again, showing you there is a workshop scrapbook kit that goes with the sweetness or coordinates with the sweetness set. The Ladybug folder again. And here is the last page. There's the moon and back, the space one I was talking about. Faraway landscapes. I have one of these from winter, but they're just 3 landscape scenes. Pam, I thought of you when I saw this because that's similar to that one that you really liked. Rainbow of Thanks. This one is kind of interesting. Again, in watching that video by Sarah, they showed how, and it's a sample from on the website. You've got 3 different styles of paintbrushes, 3 different widths of paint, and you can make whatever scene you want with it. We have a dream team, which is a co-worker to the boss, you're the boss, that kind of thing. And then this Ready, Set, Go has been popular with my swap people. So I have a couple cards of that to show you. And the simple alphabet, they mentioned how they were pleased to be able to include numbers in this one, which they haven't done all the time. So the Ready, Set, Go cards by Hetty. This is really neat, where she stamped regular, like full strength, 1 off, 2 off, splattered some, and that may be, I don't see it as a stamp in that set. Definitely this is from that set. Very cute for anybody that's into car racing or car driving. And another one from Linda, same thing, Ready, Set, Go. She's die cut the car or fussy cut it, because I don't see a set of dies to go with that one, and made it into a Z fold like that with the clouds. And that's not in there either. So those, she's probably combined other sets. I don't have a list of what she used there. And then this little line across here is the track that you can make for your car to go on. So that's what I have this morning. Just thought I would hop on and share with you your favorite card, Karen. That's good. Good. So if you don't have this, if you do not have a demonstrator, let me know, and I will certainly I'll share the PDF with you anyway. It is Canadian. If you're wanting to know what, have a copy and you're Canadian, let me know and I'll get that to you. And otherwise, thank you for joining me. I do hope to see you tomorrow night on my regular Thursday Live, where I'm going to show you that special card I had shown you when I made for a birthday. This one's going to be done with the bugs set. And I have given you in that, when I posted that I'm doing that one, I've given you the measurements if you want to come along and fold and glue with me.